Hey guys, John W. Quinn here, the author of Someone Like Me. Time for my weekly video blog. This week I wanted to talk about having cerebral palsy and challenging yourself. Well, what do I mean by that, challenging yourself? Well, I know from personal experience that having cerebral palsy, a lot of times when I'm faced with the situation, whatever it might be, a challenging situation, something that I haven't done previously, my first thought is, well, I can't do that, you know. So I have to catch myself when I say this to myself and say, well, wait a minute. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I'll have to do it a little slower. Maybe I'll have to use help, get some help, or whatever it might be. But I might be able to accomplish it, whatever the task might be, in my own way, in my own manner. You I think if someone goes into a challenge or whatever it might be, and their first thought is, well, no, I can't do it. Well, then, you know what? You're right. You can't. So for me, a lot of it is shifting my thinking to say, okay, I can't do it this way. Maybe I can find another way to accomplish the task. For example, I do yoga. I do Bikram yoga. You guys know that I talk a lot about this a lot because it's really changed my life. But when I started out doing yoga, and still to this day, there are postures, poses within the yoga workout that I just can't do perfectly. I can't do them the way that the instructor tells us to do. But what I do is I do my best. And I constantly am working towards trying to just do the best that I can. I try and do the poses, um, and if you're just in there trying, that's all that matters. You know, whatever it might be, public speaking. A lot of people say, "Well, I can't speak in front of a crowd." Well, I've been there. I know what that's like. If you were there at my retirement ceremony, I was shaking like a leaf, standing on an aircraft carrier giving a speech. But now I'm a motivational speaker and I travel all over the country giving talks. How is that possible to go from somebody who was shaking to somebody who actually gets paid to tell his story? Well, I can tell you that it's practice, that it's hard work, you know, and, and you have to be willing to try, but you also have to be willing to put in the hard work and the effort to uh, achieve the goal that you want for yourself. I think, and again, this is from my own experience. If you fail, oftentimes, you think, well, I just can't do it. I failed. Well, how about we rethink it and look at it from a different, viewpoint. I talk about driving. I tell a story in my book of me failing driver's ed in high school. You one of the most embarrassing things I think has ever happened to me in my life. Um, Nobody fails driver's ed, but I did, and I wrote about it. But I didn't give up on getting my driver's license. I just didn't say, well, I'll never be able to drive. You know, there might be ways that you can adapt a car to suit your needs. Whether they're hand controls, whether you just need more practice, whatever it might be. But be careful when you say, well, I'll never be able to do this or I'll never be able to do that, because then you're really just setting yourself up for failure. And keep an open mind on things when they present themselves to you. I think that's very important to say, well, I'll give it a try. You might not like it, but at least you can say, hey, I gave it a try. And I think that's a really important life lesson for anyone, whether you have cerebral palsy or not. But anyways, that's what's on my mind this week. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing great. picking up some speaking engagements for 2014, which is really exciting. And picked up another review for someone like me last night. And I always enjoy reading the thoughts that people have to say about my book. So again, pick up a copy, Someone Like Me, download it on Amazon or on your Kindle, or buy it. You can buy a signed, personalized copy directly from me if you'd like. I'd love to do that for you. Go to my website, johnwquinn.com, and let's do it again real soon, guys. Be well and have a great week. Bye-bye.